Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be doing gameplay with the new Ruby Eddy Curry. Now, here's my thing about Eddy Curry. In the past in 2K, he has been elite. Last year, he was phenomenal. The year before, also a phenomenal card. The last couple of years, he's been a 2K GOAT. But I'm not so sure about this Ruby Eddy Curry card. We're going to give him a chance, but I'm not sure that he's going to be on that same level as these previous 2K's Eddy Currys and how GOATed he's been in the past. But I'm excited to find out. Before we hop onto the video, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 3,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day and would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. But without further ado, let's hop right into it and see what Eddy Curry is looking like. So Eddy is 7 foot tall, 89 offense, 89 defense, comes with a 80 driving layup, decent post game, 90 close shot, 67 mid-range, and 53 pointer. That's just not going to work, especially that 3-point rating. That's just too low. 85 standing, 85 driving dunk. Ball handle rating isn't where it needs to be. 80 block, 84 interior is decent. Perimeter defensive stats, they're not great. Decent rebounder, 77 speed, 77 excels, 69 speed of ball is solid for a center, and a 57 line quickness is pretty low. But that's tendency wise, 100 standing dunk and 100 alley-oop tendency, as well as 90 driving and flashy dunk tendencies are really, really good. Defensive tendencies are looking, they're just mediocre, 60s, 50s, just not that great. Badge wise, it comes with 18 gold badges: brick wall, postman technician, drop stepper, put back boss, lob city finisher, rim protector, box intimidator, hook specialist, rebound chaser, pogo stick, post lockdown, worm, back down punisher, rise up, dream shake, mouse and house, and grace under pressure. So a bunch of interior badges. He can get a bunch of badges added to him, like a catch and shoot, chase down artist, interceptor, bailout, Deadeye, bullet passer. Like, you could add some badges to this card to improve him, but I just don't know with the stats that he has if he's really going to be worth running in my team. Let's find out. Checking out Eddy Curry in freestyle, he does have the same like really good player build that he's always has, but here's the problem. He doesn't have base 38 this year. He's got set shot, I don't even know. I think it might be set shot 17, but it's not a great upper. It's kind of slow. And with the low ratings that he has from the mid-range of the three-pointer, you're going to be able to green the mid-range just because you can green basically anything. But from the three-point line, I don't know if you're going to be able to green the three-pointer at a 50. It's just not going to be high enough, especially with a release like this where you're just not going to want to shoot the ball with him. And that's a problem. At this point in the game, I don't feel like you can be running non-shooting centers, especially ones like Eddy Curry who just aren't like elite on the interior either. And I mean, I haven't greened a three-pointer yet, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. I'm sure you could probably green it like there. I think I greened one. It's possible to green with a low three-pointer this year, but it's not easy at all, and it's just not a shot that I would ever recommend taking because you're never going to make the white, and it's going to be very, very uncommon to hit the three-pointer. So with that being the case, I'm just not sure what this Eddy Curry is going to give you. In terms of slashing it on the interior, he'll probably be really, really solid. He'll probably be a great rebounder, all that stuff. He's got a really nice player build. I compare his player build to Shaq every year because he's got one of those really big, tall, and just powerful player builds in general, but I just don't know if he's going to give you enough on either end of the court to make him even viable in running. So only one way to find out. Let's hop into a game and see what Eddy Curry can do. Checking out our opponent's squad, he's got 4 free agent cards and Bill Russell. That's an interesting lineup, a decent team. Let's see what Eddy Curry can do. Hopping into this game, we do win the tip. Let's see if we can get a screen and roll with Eddy Curry. And the thing is, he's basically just going to be a screener and a roller because because of his inability to shoot the three-pointer, and that's going to kill your offense. As you can see, I'm already really boxed. I get lucky, draw a foul, see what his free throw's looking like, but it's going to make your offense struggle if you're trying to score with a guy like Eddy Curry because, as you can see, he's able to paint sit, I should say, with Bill Russell. His free throw's good. That's one thing I will say. The free throw rating, 87%. I know he missed it, but that'll go in the vast majority of the time. It should be easy enough to green as well, even though I didn't green either of those. So he should knock down his free throws, and that's a good thing. But I just don't know if this card is viable without the ability to shoot the ball at any sort of like high level at all. So that is going to hurt him for sure. Good defense. Our opponent, as he does have free agents, but I'm not sure that his team is particularly good. Good defense by Eddy though. Let's get a screen. Come here. Screen and roll again. Look how he paint sits. He can paint sit on Eddy Curry, and that's just something he's going to be able to do. Knocks down the mid-range. We'll take it. 67 mid-range is good enough where he will knock down whites, and he should be able to green it as well. But from the three-point line, he's just not going to be able to do it. And the mid-range is also pretty low. So we'll take our back court there. That's good stuff. But I just don't know about this Eddy Curry card. No matter how good he plays in this gameplay, I'm just not sure that you can really run this card. That being said, let's get back into the pick and roll. I'm sorry, I called it pick and fade, which is definitely not going to work because he is not going to be able to fade to the rim. But get in the post, see if you got anything for John Wall. Do you got anything for John Wall? Post spin him. Post spin to the rim. Eddy Curry. Oh, that's kind of a nice layup animation. He missed it, but I'll take that layup animation. Good D, Penny. Look at Penny playing defense. Pass it in. Pump fake. Yes, sir. Go up. And we get blocked by Giannis. Chill. Get it right back to him, though. It's just tough. He's just not tall enough. He's jumping too much, and he's still able to get the stop, though. Eddy Curry, I don't know about this card, man.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I've changed my mind. I'm now using Eddie Curry as a decoy because I'm going to try to score with Clay off the screen. We're going to get an open look with Klay Thompson. We're going to green it. Pick and roll guy. That's all he can really do is set you a screen, and then you can try to create with your offense, with your actual ball handler, like in that situation with Clay. That's how you would actually use a card like Eddie Curry, is put them in a straight pick and roll and try to create with your guard off the screen and look for a three-pointer. But especially with how they've kind of made dribbling a little bit harder to do now, you can't burst laterally. It's going to make it harder to do that. That being said, my opponent's not playing any defense, and because of that, we're still able to score at a high level, and this is still going to be a W. But I just don't know if Eddie Curry is a card that you can run viably, even though we're going to wind up winning this game. Good defense. Now get me a board. Can Eddie Curry secure the rebound? He can secure the rebound. We'll take that. Push and transition. He's got decent speed. He's not like a fast card at all, but he does have a little bit of speed, which is nice. Hit AK inside. That should have been a nice pass, but you know what? AK didn't cut to the rim. We'll still take our dunk, though. And are we going to get a quit? Another bad shot, and Eddie Curry gets me another rebound. Yes, sir. Throw it ahead to Clay. Now get the pick and roll. He's flopping. I don't know why he's flopping. It's your fault. You're losing to a dude who literally is running like the worst center in the game. Eddie Curry, give me an easy dunk, and we're up 13-0. If this guy stalls me, I'm honestly just going to quit because nope, you know what? We wind up getting the quit. We'll take it. Let's hop back into the main menu and review this Eddie Curry card. So, in review of this Eddie Curry card, the thing is, he played well in that game, but that's really just because my opponent wasn't very good. It made it easy to score because my opponent wasn't playing good defense, so we could score off the screens with Clay. We could hit Eddie on the roll and get dunks and stuff like that, and that's nice, and that's how you're going to be able to use this card. But against a really good player, you're just not going to be able to use him effectively enough, I think, to be able to use this card in any sort of setting against a good player, because he's just going to be a liability on the court, on the offensive end of the court. Poor jump shot, not going to be able to shoot the three-pointer, can barely shoot the mid-range. It's just not the type of card that I would recommend running. When you can get guys like Wang or ZZ Wang for like 2,000 MT, Jaren Jackson Jr., George Mikan, Bill Russell going to be in that 30,000 MT price range. If you can get guys like that, there's just no point to running a guy like Eddie Curry on your squad. But you can get much better options for a similar price point and elite center options for really just like that next tier up of price. So just not a card that I would recommend running, and not a guy that I will ever be running on my squad in any sort of setting, even in like a MyTEAM limited setting. But yeah, hopefully y'all did enjoy this video. I'm a little disappointed that Eddie Curry is just not that good of a card right now, but I still do have higher hopes that we get a good Eddie Curry card later this year and he gets back to being that 2K GOAT that he's been in the past. But that being said, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.